When one thinks of the Cretaceous period, one cannot help but envision a world dominated by dinosaurs. The giant reptilian ancestors that established an immortal legacy within the biological sands of time. However, there was little attention paid to the monsters of the oceans at the time. The Mosasaurs.
The Mosasaurs are a family of extinct marine reptiles that inhabited the Cretaceous seas between 98 and 65 million years ago. They belonged to the reptile order Squamata and radiated throughout the Cretaceous into more than 38 genera. Mosasaurs exhibit extreme morphological diversity, varying in size from small, reef-prowling fish hunters to larger species like Hanosaurus and Tylosaurus, colossal 15-meter-long super predators that hunted the prehistoric oceans for sharks and giant migratory fish. Mosasaurs are most closely related to modern-day monitor lizards, such as the Komodo dragons, a family known as the varanids. Phylogenetic studies of mosasur evolution have placed them within a superfamily termed Varanoidea, which includes the varanids, the earless monitors, and the necrosaurids like Dallosaurus, an early subaquatic common ancestor of the monitor lizards and mosasaurs.
Monitor lizards were once thought to utilize toxic bacteria in their saliva to poison the bloodstream of their prey animals. However, recent literature has identified complex mandibular venom systems in many species of monitors from habitats all across the globe, suggesting that venom is actually an ancestral trait in all varanid species. Further research conducted by Melbourne's Dr. Brian Fry, studying the evolution of venom proteins, has identified a monophyletic group of squamate reptiles termed the venom clade, which encompasses all current known venomous species of reptiles. This venom clade includes snakes, the helidermatid lizards like the Gila monster, the anguid lizards, the iguanas, and of course, the monitor lizards, the mosasaurs' closest known relatives.
The natural extrapolation from this research is to focus on mosasaurs as a candidate for venomosity, something that science has so far failed to consider. Our research asks, were mosasaurs venomous like modern-day monitor lizards? Were they just as much as part of this venom clade, exhibiting the same plesiomorphic trait of a venomous bite that is shared by their varanoid cousins? This study plans to utilize the fossilized remains of mosasaur teeth and jaw bones in order to identify any evidence of venom systems alike to those seen in the varanids and other venomous reptiles. Evidence such as grooves in the teeth and small venom chambers in the mandibular bone represents the indicative signatures of venom. Using this data, we will conduct a phylogenetic morphological analysis in order to generate a robust phylogenetic tree that identifies if and where mosasaurs belong on Dr. Fry's venom clade tree. The study I am conducting will once and for all answer the question, were mosasaurs the largest venomous animals to ever haunt the ecosystems of our planet, or are toxic sea monsters merely an enigma of our imagination?
From this data, we hope to address some important relevant questions regarding mosasaur evolution and behavior. Does the grouping of mosasaurs as cousins of varanids remain consistent with the new research? Do mosasaurs belong in the venom clade? And how likely are they to share a venomous common ancestor with other venomous reptiles like iguanas and snakes? Did they hunt in a similar fashion to the giant Komodo dragons of Indonesia with an initial devastating venomous bite, followed by a prolonged and patient stalk of the wounded animal's blood trail? Did they attempt to hunt prey much larger than themselves, using toxicity as well as sheer power to bring down the giants of the prehistoric ocean? The broader community influence too will be considerable. The news of giant venomous sea monsters will capture the hearts and imaginations of adults and children worldwide. Interest in paleontology will increase as a result, as will public interest in educational outlets such as documentaries and magazines. The addition of yet another awesome monster in the ether will spur on the greater appreciation for science and the fantastic discoveries made by scientists worldwide.
Mainstream ideas in science are not impervious to challenges. Entire areas of research can be drastically affected by a significant find that contradicts the established model. If mosasaurs were venomous, then they're even more terrifying than we could have possibly imagined.